Good morning, this is Windows Daily, some number or other. I don't know what it's going to be because this video is being pre-recorded. You look at the title of the video to find out when this, what number this is. I'm going to tinker around here with speech recognition. So I'm going over here to a new email. I'm going to send an email to one of the other Dougs. Let's go send it to DougBetts at Live Windows Training. And the subject here I'll type in as speech dictation. When you go to use speech dictation, it's Windows key H. So I'm going to demonstrate that, and you'll notice that nothing seems to happen. So hold down the Windows key and press H. And you might not have seen what happened. Something did happen, but it's a little bit difficult to notice. Right up here in the top middle, says to use dictation, go to settings and turn on online speech recognition. Well, instead of going to settings, you can just click on that because it's a link. Then come over here and turn speech recognition on. Then we got some other things that we can do here. Help make online speech recognition better. So you can decide whether you're going to contribute your voice clips. Now, I'm going to say no to that. Now, it's likely that if you click on this and allow your voice clips to go in, that your own speech recognition may get better. Haven't tested that yet. I don't know if that really does that. Tells us about how they protect your identity, and voice clips are only used by Microsoft. So we've done the whole thing here. That's all that we need to do. I'll close this, get back to the email, and try Windows key H again. Here it is. And up at the top of the screen, it says that it is listening. Period. So now it's listening to my voice and typing what I am saying, but doesn't work as well as Dragon Naturally Speaking, where I can pronounce the word period, and I will get a period at the end of the sentence. You saw me pronounce the word period a while ago, and it actually typed out the word period. But then it changed it sometime later. And as I have continued saying that word that begins with the letter P, you've seen the way that dictation responds to that. And you're watching live real time here how well it's doing in translating what I'm saying to speech. To text. Period. I clicked up there on the microphone to tell it to stop listening. So now let's see how that worked. Is up at the top of the screen, it says that it is listening, and there's a period. So now it's listening to my voice and typing what I'm saying, but doesn't work as well. What I said there is, does it work as well as Dragon Naturally Speaking, where I can pronounce the word and I will get there it is, where I can now pronounce the word period, and I will get a period. So it actually converted that to a period on this occasion, but not on this occasion. At the end of the sentence, you saw me pronounce the word a while ago. Now I said, you saw me pronounce the word period a while ago. So in that instance, it interpreted that as a period. When it actually typed out the word, but then it changed it sometime later. Okay, then here again, I pronounced the word period, and it translated it to a period. But then it changes sometime later, and as I've continued saying that word that begins with the letter P, when I pronounced P, it took that as a letter, and it capitalized it. You've seen the way that dictation responds to that, and you're watching live, real time, how well it's doing in translating what I'm saying to speech. To text. That did a pretty good job. Let's go try some more. Now, I still have the microphone up here at the top. Now, with Dragon Naturally Speaking, I could say something like, wake up. And it would start listening again. But no, that doesn't work here. So the commands that Dragon Naturally Speaking would do are probably not going to work here. A little more manual operation. But if you don't want to take the time to really learn how to use Dragon Naturally Speaking or some other dictation application, Windows 10 itself does pretty well. And I presume by association Windows 11 will do pretty well too. Something that I don't know is how well does a slower computer perform this task. This is actually, I believe, sending my actual speech up to a server on the internet, most likely a Microsoft-controlled server, and translating to text, and then sending it back to my computer as text. Let me take something else to actually read. Do I have something here to read? Well, I'm going to pause the recording and find something to read. Here's what I'm going to do. I've gone to one of my videos from my Grandpa Doug Learns Fortnite channel, and I'm going to try dictating the description that I have in here. It's going to be a little bit challenging for it to come out right. And if you're sending an email to somebody, it's probably going to be more simple than this. But I'm going to kind of push the boundaries a little bit and see what I can do. In order to see both of these on the screen at the same time, I'm going to drag this tab down a little bit so it's in a separate window. And then I'm going to Windows key right arrow to put it on the right half of the screen. Then let go of the Windows key and choose the rest of Google Chrome to be on the left side of the screen and go back to my email. So here I'm back to my email. I still have the microphone up at the top. And then I'll scroll down over here so that I can read that into this email. So I've got a blinking text cursor now in the email. I'll click on the microphone. Dennis, open parenthesis, DDT 2005, close parenthesis, and I are playing zero build duos, comma, trios, or squads daily, period. We usually play around 7 a.m. Pacific time every day except Saturday, which is 5 p.m. Pacific time, period. This is live streamed on YouTube, comma, Twitch, and Facebook, period. Each of my accounts are named, quote, Grandpa Doug Learns Fortnite, quote, except that Twitch does not have spaces between the words, period. Now let's see how well that did. Oh, wow. It's got the parentheses, DDT 2005. It put a space between those. That's certainly understandable, easy enough to fix. It put a space before that closing parenthesis. And I are playing zero. Okay, it took the word zero and actually converted it to a number. So, and I had the word zero capitalized in my description. Zero build duos, it took the comma, trios or squads daily, and I had each of those capitalized, although I didn't ask it to capitalize those. It's possible I could have asked for capitals. We usually play around 7 a.m. Pacific time every day except Saturday, which is 5 p.m. Pacific time, period. Now, it didn't convert that to a period, but look, that blue underline there, when I click on this, it gives me that alternative interpretation. So I'll click on that. This is live streamed on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook. Well, Twitch ought to be capitalized. So I'll just go do that manually. If I was using Dragon Naturally Speaking, it probably would have automatically capitalized that. Each of my accounts are named quote. Now, it didn't use the quote. So I'll just double click on the word quote and then type a quote symbol. Press the delete key to get rid of the space. And then over on the second occurrence of the word quote, double click, type the quote symbol, put a space after the symbol, left arrow a couple of times. So that fixes that. Grandpa for that ought to be capitalized. I didn't ask for a capitalization there, except that Twitch does not have spaces between the words. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. For emails, when you don't really need to be all that accurate, this looks like it's a pretty good job. Should I actually send the email? I'm not sure if Doug's going to understand why I sent that. Okay, I'll do it. So that is the state of voice dictation. It looks pretty handy to me. You might have noticed that I was speaking pretty clear and distinct. I'm kind of practiced in that. So your mileage may vary. as to whether this is a useful tool for you or not. It is what it is. I hope that was useful. Have a great day. Catch you later. Goodbye.